Big guy here. Today's video, we'll talk about something. Life isn't fair, especially for men. Had one commenter comment on the video, and he's basically complaining about how it's unfair that his ex can move on so quickly, can just find someone new so instantly, and yet he's over here heartbroken. And you know what? I get that. It sucks. I think a lot of people's been there, and it's just, even if you know what's going on, it still sucks. And I say know what's going on, like, like if a person's in a rebound, they're using it to fill a void, painkiller, can't be by themselves. Well, all the bad reasons why a person typically jumps in a rebound, and it's not healthy, it's going to end, or stuff like that. Even if you know all that, it still hurts. But more importantly, as a man, life isn't fair. It's the way it is. You see, when a woman's born, she is born with, innate value. She has value because her sole purpose is to bear children. That's all a woman's here for. Now, I know I'm not trying to be like, modern age, that's all women are good for type thing. But I'm just saying, like, historically speaking, when a woman is born, when she, reaches like 18, 19, 20 years of age, men want to breed her. They don't care about her job. They don't care about her education. The only thing they care about is that she looks pretty, she's healthy, and they want to breed her. And so women have it easier in that respect. That's their life. They have a bunch of men throwing themselves at them at any given point in time. So a relationship ends. If a woman is moderately attractive and, of a healthy weight or less, she can literally walk outside and fall on dick. It's not fair. Because as a man, as a man, you are not born with value like a woman. Don't get me wrong, men are very valuable. Men are what built our modern civilization. I wouldn't be doing these videos if a man hadn't invented cameras and computer and all this stuff. How knows a man? I'm pretty sure as a man. I'm not saying there's not women inventors. I'm saying 99% of stuff out there is invented by men. Why? Because we have that drive. That's what we're kind of born to do. We have that drive to want to create things better. Why? Probably to get better laid. I don't know. Probably to increase our chances of getting laid. But if men had it the same way as women, whereas all we do is just, there's a woman, I'm man, let's go mate and procreate, and there's nothing else there. Guess what? Civilization doesn't advance to where it's at today. So, yeah, it might seem unfair, but kind of be a little thankful of that unfairness, because you are a man, and now's the time for you to kind of even the odds. And what I mean by even the odds, if you don't have that value to where you can easily go out and replace a woman, like, excluding the few top tier men that are like wealthy off their ass or have like, the top 1% of looks, excluding those guys, most men cannot go out in the same night and find an attractive quality woman to replace the one they're with now. That's not to say they can't find one in a few weeks, find one in a month. Sometimes it takes time. It just depends on where your honey hole is and, your level of game and all this stuff. But for the most part, men have to work for it. It doesn't fall in our laps. And if it does fall in your lap, congratulations, you got a good lifestyle. And it's like a chick magnet, and they flock to you. But if you don't have that, now's the time for you to work on it. Freaking southeast weather. Hot, cold, hot, cold. Anyways. So the point I'm trying to make, it seems really unfair, but at the same time, it's kind of not. It gives you the golden opportunity to be a much better version of yourself so that you can go out and get a better quality woman. And we live in a very female-focused society, so it seems like, women's lives are all great and all this stuff, and this seems really unfair because she goes out and finds a new man, and look how happy she is. She's so happy. Let me tell you something, buddy. Women on average today are more unhappy than they have ever been in a point of history. Kind of crazy to think about, huh? They have all this freedom, all this male attention, and yet they're sitting here unhappy off their asses. Why do you think that is? There are a lot of reasons for it, and it does be sounding incredibly sexy if I start talking about them. But They don't quite have the same appreciation for life that a man does. Why? Because a lot of stuff is given to them, and that is a fact. I'm not saying there aren't women out there who work for their stuff. I'm not saying there aren't women out there, who have built their own lives up. But for the most part, the average woman is handed a lot of stuff. Why? Because men want to breed them. And that's why men have resources, so they can go breed women. But the thing is, you can do this. You just, like right now, if you're, saying that life's unfair, stop comparing yourself to another person. The only happiness that should matter is your happiness. And if you're not happy now, why? What can you do to fix that? If it's because you're lonely and you ain't got a woman, well, go hit the gym, eat a little better, get some new hobbies, go out and meet women. That problem can be solved. It just takes time and effort. Women don't naturally fall into a man's lap. If they do, the man still has the game, though. So, don't beat yourself up over that. It's not easy being a man, and in today's modern dating world, it's especially hard to be a successful man in dating these days. Jesus, women's standards are insane, and it's For instance, I know a 4'11" chick that's talking about wanting a tall man. She don't date a short man. The hell's a 4'11" chick wanting a 6 foot tall guy for? Like, anyways. Like just crazy stuff like that. Like what? I don't know. But it might not be anything related to you. It might just be kind of the way modern women are being spoon-fed unhealthy relationship views. Anyways, I'm kind of rambling on. This is kind of, bouncing off the walls and much stuff. You can't focus on the other type of hands people are dealt in life. You got to look at your own cards, see what type of hand you're dealt, and you got to make the best of it. And if there's a way for you to trade up and get better cards, do it. If not, you got to find a way to win. You got to either bluff a little or move to a table where you can win. But you can't compare your happiness to others. You can't compare your progress to others. And you don't know how things are going to turn out down the road. All you can do is focus on you, focus on your happiness, focus on what makes you happy, focus on what will make you be satisfied with your life, with your lifestyle, and go out and do it. Stop sitting around complaining about it. Yeah, I get it. It might be unfair, but you know what? If you don't change what you're doing, you're going to keep getting what you got. If you don't like what you got to change what you're doing. There's got to be change somewhere. You're a man. Your destiny is in your hands, nobody else's. And don't leave it there either. If you need a woman to feel... Okay, I understand needing a woman. A man can be happier with a good quality woman. I get that. But you got to be happy with yourself without a woman. And when you do that, you kind of attract more women. It's kind of weird. But anyways, bottom line. Life can seem very unfair. And life is cruel. That's just the way nature is. You could say it's survival of the fittest, survival of the strongest. Because Mother Nature really doesn't care. Humans have a little bit more evolved understanding. We're a bit more caring, compassionate than, a lion that eats the cute little deer, antelope, whatever. But when you're an adult, life can seem cruel. Dating can seem hard. Dating can seem very cruel. And dating is cruel. Dating can be hard. But you can't focus on all that. All you can focus on is you and what you can control. And what you can control is how you look, how you feel. I mean, income's kind of hard to control, but if you're not satisfied with your job, you can go teach yourself skills to get a better job. It's not about how much money you make, it's about what you do with it too. I mean, it's kind of hard to be happy if 90% of your money is going to bills or 100% of your money is going to bills. So you got to, live within your means. And finally, you got to have some hobbies that you enjoy doing, things that bring you joy in life. If all you do is sit around and play video games, well, guess what? Video game accomplishment doesn't count for squat in the real world. I used to be addicted to video games, especially online video games. Oh my God, I spend like 18 hours a day playing. But you know what? No matter what level I reached in that game, no matter what cool, items I got in that game, it counted for jack shit in real life. My income was not better. My social life was not better. My health was definitely not better. So you got to do things that bring value to your life. You got to do things that make yourself better. And ultimately, you'll start feeling pretty happy with yourself when you realize all the stuff you accomplished, because that's what men are. That's what we do. We build things. We accomplish things. We get things done. So if you're thinking life is unfair, if you're thinking life is cruel, yeah, your situation may suck. You might actually be in a really horrible situation. But you know what? You can get over it. You can get out of it. But you got to believe you can do it, and you got to take steps towards getting out of it. Anyways, that's my little rant for today. Big guy out.